Hello and welcome. I'm Andreas. I work as a trainer and consultant primarily for C++. And I'm also the creator of C++ Insights. And this is also the tool I like to talk about in this series. In this episode, I will explain what C++ Insights is and give you a little introduction in where you can find it and how you can easily use it. So in today's episode, I like to talk a little bit about defaulting destructors in this special case. We don't talk about other special member functions because the destructor is the essential one if we talk about move operations. Okay, let's say my class test here is supposed to be a base class. Then we know that we have to mark our destructor virtual to have the rest of the inheritance hierarchy complete, such that we can use any pointer in the class hierarchy to destroy an object. This is something which often comes with the question, okay, I should no longer write empty curly braces after the destructor like that. Okay, this is pre-C++ 11 style. Now I'm writing equals default. Okay, I'm explicitly defaulting the destructor. By that, I'm requesting the default implementation by the compiler. So that should give me the best opportunity for moves, right? So the question I often get is, if I default the destructor with equals default, do I get all the benefits of move operations? And for that, in main below in line number 10, I'm creating an object t, and for expressiveness, I'm moving that object t into a second object t2 in line number 12. So this is an explicit move requested by myself. Now let's transform this and see what happens to my defaulted destructor, or better, to the class test itself. So here on the right, we can see the output. And there we can see what the compiler now generates for us. And this is a default copy constructor, not a move constructor. But we explicitly ask for a move at this point. So question is, what's happening there? And the reason is that even a defaulted destructor still counts as user declared. And once we have a user declared destructor in our class, we lose the move operations. Say if I remove this equals default destructor and the destructor in total from that class test, then we can see the output changes. I get here a move constructor this time because I'm using that one, okay? So you can see even with equals default, we do not get the move operations back once we define our own destructor. As I said, the primary use case for that I see is for marking it virtual, because this is a base class in some inheritance hierarchy. Here you can see we are losing that in total, and we do not get it back. Only by explicitly asking for it, so that would be saying, okay, I have here a move constructor like this, and I default that one because I don't want to bother writing the implementation. And now we can see I have the default move constructor here because I explicitly requested it, but still I'm getting a copy constructor and a copy assignment operator that now is deleted. So that means there is no copying that class at the moment, because that's the next rule. We are provided our own move constructor, and that means we are losing the copy operations, but that's another topic. So for today's lesson, I hope you now understand, or you can see, that defaulting the destructor isn't sufficient for keeping the move operations alive. We lose them once we do this, okay? So don't tamper with the destructor if you really don't need, and most of the times we can default it only if we simply add virtual to it. And if you have to implement it by yourself, then you also need to add back the move operations. I hope this gives you a better chance for having movable classes in the future and understanding a little bit better why. That's it for today. Stay tuned for the next episode. Bye bye.